It is time to build your money muscles. Here are 7 pro tips for your financial fitness in the new year. All right, welcome to the new year. And just like those jumping into the gym, they get on their fitness resolutions. We are talking about your financial resolutions, getting some action going. We're going to be relating a lot of topics to fitness and working out because it blends well with money and how all these financial topics actually can coordinate with your fitness. So before jumping into the tactics, what is your reason for wanting to get financially fit in 2026? You got to have your reason. Are you sick and tired of not having enough money at the end of the month? Your budget's chaos or non-existent, or you're not getting anywhere paying down debt? That's your motivation. It starts the race. It gets things going. But it's not just like that. When I talk to my athletes, discipline is also something that needs to jump in there because that's what helps you push through those hard times. So we're going to get in there and work on things, but you got to take action because nothing changes if nothing changes. Now, that quote may hit you and go, what does that mean? Or it may just go, wow, you're right. Got to change something. Behaviors need to change if you guys want to take action. So we're going to get into those quick tips right now. So quick pro tip number 1 is the statement snapshot. So just like jumping in the gym, if you're working with a personal trainer, they are going to take a baseline of where you are. They're going to check out and your diet. They're going to see what exercise you do work on during the week. Do you take walks? Are you working out once a week? Do you work out 5 times a week? What is your baseline? What are you trying to do? And what are you trying to accomplish? So they're going to check things out. So we're going to associate that with getting your bank statement snapshot. You're going to face your reality. I can remember looking back years ago when I first realized I was broke and was starting to get out of debt and was afraid to look at it when wrote everything down back in the day and took a look at everything. And yeah, a little bit of shame when that came through. How did I get here? Why did I let it get to this point? But then there was a sense of relief that at least I knew where I was. So I had a plan, working on some action steps to get out of it, but at least I knew where I was. And that helped me keep going. And obviously it worked because I had the starting point. So I got rid of some of the unknowns. So you might be feeling the same thing of getting over that shame factor, but at least you know where things are. You're going to need to know your income. You're going to need to know what debts you have and just take a look at everything so you can get a clearer picture to take action. So pro tip number 2, we are talking about the budget blueprint. So just like the trainer, once they have your baseline, they are going to provide a plan for you. They're going to help you reach your goals. They're going to give you a workout plan, whether it's 3 days a week, 5 days a week, based on your goals on all that. So we are going to take a look at everything in your budget, and you're going to need to know your income and all your expenses. What is that going to do? We're going to give every dollar a job. So you're going to need to know your mortgage or your rent, groceries, gas money, anything you're paying, subscriptions. You're going to write it all out because you need to organize your battle plan and see where everything is and then start working on that. Now, one of the easiest tools out there is the Every Dollar app by Ramsey Solutions. There's a link in the description that'll take you right through it. It's a free app. Nope, not affiliate linked, but just jump in there. It's the best thing out there. We've been using it for 10 years, and it just gets better and better over time, especially this last year. They've launched some great upgrades with the Every Dollar app. So check it out. Like I said, it's a free tool. Jump in there. It walks you through easily how to categorize your budget and gives you your power back over your money. So before we get to tip number 3, I want to introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Patrick, your financial fitness coach. I specialize in helping those who are financially frustrated, ready for rapid debt relief, quickly achieve power over their money for future wealth creation. As you can see, I've been a 25-year plus coach in sports and fitness with kids and adults, and also running a small business. Been broke, been in the trenches. I'm still there. We're luckily on the path of building wealth. And we're here to help. So if you are one of those action takers, I want you to take action right now and actually write FIT down in the comments. Let me know that you are ready to build some money muscles, and any other comments, of course. I want to help you guys out. But let's get going on tip number 3. So pro tip number 3 are muscle minutes or money minutes, however you want to look at it. But we are going to be retraining some of your habits because we got to talk about dedication. Just like with my athletes, they can be motivated and excited. I'm going to do this. I'm going to achieve this. And then a week goes by or 2 months and the goal's far off, and you got to have dedication to get you through and discipline. And those are one of the things, but it's going to get your goal. You know that we've seen it in different ways in all of our lives. How if we stick to something and push through what that feels like. And this is one of the muscles that we have to repeat. and get going on there is trying to look at our budget on a regular basis. Now, every other day, that may be too much. If you can at least get started on something small to take a look at your budget, that's going to help you create a new habit because, as most of you guys know with habits, you can't just replace a habit. You have to knock it out of the way or get rid of it. You have to force it with something new and replace it so it can't get back in its easy, comfortable position. So, talk about that a lot with our athletes over the years. And there's going to be ups and downs with it, but start small. If you can just do something, even if it's once a week, I'm going to do something new and take 1 minute. I dare you. I challenge you to, for 1 minute, just even check, open up your app, take a glance at it. Even if you do nothing with it, get used to dedicating a time, just like working out, going to the gym. I want to reach this fitness goal. I'm going to have to go to the gym maybe 3 days a week, or I'm going to take a walk on the days I'm not going to the gym. And just like that, dedication beats the intensity, and it's going to kickstart your actions and help you get to your goals a lot faster. So, pro tip number 4 is the starter emergency fund. If you follow Dave Ramsey or Ramsey Solutions, or if you know of them, you've heard them talk about the baby steps. This is actually baby step number 1, where you actually find $1,000 to keep as a small starter emergency fund, ward off some of the small things that happen. Nope, it's not meant to take care of the new HVAC unit or buying a new car or anything major like that. That's going to be a whole different discussion. But to help ward off some of those small things that come up, like a $200 expense, and working on there. So our target is finding $1,000 cash saved up. And I can tell you about, what was it, 2 months ago, we had a little car emergency that totaled up to $900. And it's your financial safety net. This is your first priority to help give you some relief while you're attacking your debt. So, pro tip number 5 is strategic sacrifice. And tying it back to the gym example, you have a fitness goal. Hey, you know what? I'm going to cut back on sugar or cookies in my case, because, if I have them in the house, my wife and I'm going to eat them. So, for a certain time, I wouldn't buy them. That temptation would be away. What are you going to cut back on? Going out so you can save money buying more groceries and cooking at home, not having any DoorDash, which, man, that's what, 20 to 30% upcharge if you're door dashing or having stuff delivered. Don't do that. It costs too much money. No, there's side hustles you could do to increase your money, not just always cut back. So in addition to like working at the gym or working out at the gym, you are going to cut back on, sweets. In my case, that would be saying, I'm going to drink more water. So we are going to add things to our fitness to help us get to our goals. So just like that, adding more money to your margin. So side hustles could provide that fuel to help you guys focus on getting your budget lined up. All right. So with your savings and your margin in place and you have your budget organized and you're starting to check it and get in that habit, it's time to really start pushing towards your debt. So number 6 is the debt snowball. So we are getting into Dave Ramsey's baby steps and baby step number 2, which is attacking debt with a vengeance. So you're going to list your debt, smallest to largest, and then attack that first debt with a vengeance. So any of that extra money, you're going to just throw at that first smallest debt. So we are going to start to build that unstoppable momentum. So when that first debt is gone, bam. So let's say it was $100. You're going to now use that money that you were paying toward that first debt and roll it into the second one. And of course, yes, following Dave Ramsey's plan here and read his book years ago, which is what got me really focused out of debt. His plan has helped millions of people debt. So much so that it inspired me in this past year and a half to become a Ramsey certified master coach, helping clients get out of debt, but focusing on the basics here, which is why I talk about rapid debt relief, action takers. It is time to get going. You are sick and tired of being sick and tired. So attacking that debt with a vengeance and energy is going to keep you motivated. And tip number 7 is get a spotter or get a coach in this case. Get a financial coach. Studying from Ramsey Solutions. There are so many free tools and assets on Ramsey Solutions website, which is linked in the description below as well. If you've not been tapped into them, listening to them on YouTube or their podcasts or reading their books, they have quizzes and things. It's all there. I'm still learning. As a coach of 25 years, I still go to seminars and things like that to get certified and just increase my knowledge, because on the fitness side of my life, love that. That's why I've been doing it for 25 plus years. And also with the finance side, running a small business. That's what kind of led into this, as a story for later. But that's a whole thing of learning and keep getting better so we can do a good job and help those that are starting on their journey, which is the whole point here. So, are you ready to take action? Are you ready to get financially fit? You're tired of being sick and tired, those financially frustrated people. That's why you're watching this video to the end. So, on here, talks about shut up and go. What's that mean? That means shut up, quit talking, quit overthinking in your head, and take action. So, these pro tips, I hope they help you out. Comment fit in below. Let me know that you guys are ready to act on it. You can make it happen, but remember, nothing changes. If nothing changes, check out this next video for some other tips of how to help you guys out. And we'll see you next time.